Hey folks, Captain James Nelson here from Dude Crafts Guitars, and look what we got for you today. Now I've been getting a lot of requests for this, so I thought I'd do like a full instruction and kind of show you what I do and include the material itself. So we're doing pickguards. Check it out. So this is one that I've got for a guitar that I'm rebuilding for a guy, and it's going to be an 8-string. As you can see, it's got that standard telly going thing going. Yeah, it's going to be a telly. Anyway, but it's 7-string. So I can't just, go online and buy one of these already made. I've got to make it myself. Here's the deal. I didn't have a template. I use templates for things. Still don't have a computer. Robots doing this for me. I'm actually doing it all handheld machinery. And as you can see, I've got the rough cut going. I got to clean it up. Now I did the same thing here. Now, this one is for a customer who got a guitar from me, and we put in a big kill switch there. He's not going to use that anymore, and he wanted to know if we could redo the pickguard for him. So I told him, yeah, sure, no problem. He traced this for me, which was really nice of him, sent it, and so I'm going to make a template based on the shape for the outer part, and then use the tracing to get all the cuts inside as close as we can. Let's get going. It's got a lot of work, got a lot of sanding, a lot of using the little bandsaw, a lot of using the router, so let's get on this one. All right, some of you may have noticed I got a couple little dings on this thing. One really good sized one and one not so bad. But nonetheless, they're both going to throw off the route, and this is exactly why we use MDF, is so that we can take care of these things before we go any further. And as you can see, that original pickguard was in really good shape. So to use it as a template to make the template was kind of a bust anyway, and I think it came out pretty good. What we got here is a little bit of patch to do to make sure everything's nice and flat. And you see I left a little bit of the tabs there, but that's okay. We're going to fix that in the fix of this. And there's a couple different ways to do it. This little one here, probably what I'll just do is use CA glue and some dust. What's so cool about MDF is that's pretty much how it's made anyways, with dust. So I'll put a little CA just to get a base, and then I put a little bit of the dust on, and then put some more CA. Hit it with the accelerator. From there, I can sand it. And just to make sure that it's nice and flat, I'll go in with a file. Now this one, I could do the same thing, and it'd probably work. But another trick is this glazing spot putty. Now the thing I don't like about this stuff is that it takes a little longer to harden. The thing I do like about it is when it hardens, it's really hard. So I'm probably just going to stick with the CA again, because this one still isn't that bad. And I may change my mind depending on how much I have to fill it. Now you want to do this in a well-ventilated area. So when it gases off, look at that. You can actually see the fumes. Yep, there it goes. Look at that. Okay, and then just clean it up. Doesn't take much. And then back in business. So now we've got our templates. Like I said, I'm going to go grab a pickup just to line up those holes. And then we'll start cutting some plastic. All right, stick around. Now, as you can see, some of this protective layers coming off. As you notice, we got the edges beveled. Crack it off the template. Save that one. And then just now just take some 80 grit and I just sand the edges, and make sure you're just getting the edges, not the top, even though I've got an extra protection layer. Okay, and then I'll come back with the 120. And a lot of times I'll use it on a block, how you see me doing it here. If there's any little bumps or ripples in there, that just cleans it up really well. Now this TL7, you get one of these. Neat little bit. And it just goes right in there like that. And this is a little trick I learned from Chris Texas Toast. Actually, put your finger behind it. I know it sounds barbaric. Sounds like it's going to hurt, but it really doesn't. As a matter of fact, just right when you start to feel it, that's how you know you've gone far enough. I'm going to go with a little bit wider one. And I'm just going to do that on the hold down screws. Okay, they've got that little drop down in there. And this just drops it right in. So yeah, so I'm going to go through all of these and do those real quickly. I'm not going to do where the controls go, obviously, and I'm not going to do the ones for the pickup screws. And this control plate, the plate itself has the little bevel, so I don't need to do it on that one. And that's it. Then we're done. And that's how we make pickguards, kind of the old school way. You know, we're doing it. You know, it's not like I used a coping saw, you know, or hand chisels or anything like that, but it's about as old school as you can get. I mean, it wasn't like I had a robot do these. I didn't, you know, make a computer program or anything. You saw me make templates, went off a template, and that's how we did it. And you can too. So it's real easy, you know, versus paying somebody like me, you know, a couple $100 to make you an $11 plate. Buy $11 plate and make it yourself. All right. Thanks again for tuning in to Dude Crafts Guitars.